I saw a lot of things, and I went through exciting experiences, and I was posted to Ukraine with concurrent accreditation to the Baltic states, that is Latvia, Estonia and Lithuania, 4 countries. I traveled a lot, and even within Ukraine I visited not less than 19 regions out of the 25 regions of Ukraine, and the regions are the equivalents of states here in Nigeria. So, and, I enjoyed my assignment in Ukraine, but principally I pursued economic diplomacy and citizen diplomacy. So wherever Nigerians are in those areas, I visited them. But in all of these regions, I pick interest in visiting their industries. I would visit their governors, their mayors, selling Nigeria's ambitious Vision 2020 and all that. And then I try to also get what will benefit this country.
Looking at your experience and drawing it back to Nigeria, would you say our politics has grown?
Well, quite frankly, in this area, Nigeria needs to do a lot to catch up with other countries. As you know, even smaller countries in Africa are doing a lot better. Although we're moving, gradually but surely, but principally, all eyes are on Nigeria. Nigeria is supposed to play a leading role in African matters. I used to be embarrassed by my colleagues when they will ask me this question: what are you doing in Nigeria? You have intelligent people, you have all the opportunities, you have the resources, and yet what we see, there's nothing to write home about. Nigeria is supposed to play a leading role in Africa, but nothing is happening. What is wrong with your country? And that was the question.
So would we say some of these questions were what have pulled you into joining politics?
I was a politician before my appointment. When I was appointed, I was the vice chairman of PDP in Plateau State for Northern Zone. Vice chairman and at the same time chairman Northern Zone. So I've been in politics. I contested House of Reps in 1983. So I never stopped politics for one day. You see, the driving force behind my contesting the last primaries for the Senate, are so many. One is that I had opportunity to be in Europe. I saw it all. I know what it takes to drive a country's vision to the greater height. I know what it takes to provide leadership, and I've seen it, that it happens in those countries. So I also felt that I have a lot to offer to my country. Now, coming back to the point why I contested, when you look at Plateau North Senatorial District, it's only my local government that has never had the opportunity to provide a senator for this zone. Riom has had it, Barkinladi has had it, Jos South has had it, Basa has had it, same thing Jos North has had it. It's only Jos East. So if my people say, go and attempt this for us, why not? I'm qualified to do so, and I desire to be senator. So that was why I came out to contest for it.
The primaries in the PDP, where we saw you, you left quietly without really opposing the process. That means the process was okay, isn't it?
No, I wasn't satisfied. My quietness does not mean that I accepted the process. Before that election, I had opposed the process because there wasn't any Congress to select delegate, ad hoc delegates. That we protested. That protest went to Abuja, nothing happened about it. Nothing happened to it. In my local government, the day that Congress was to take place, I went to the local government office. I confronted them. And they told me that governor set this committee and they are on assignment, they had to do it. I said, okay, let's see what happens. Let's see where you go. So that was how the process started. Yes. So at times, it is not at every point you fight. You complain when it is relevant, when you will be heard, when the point will be made. And we are now making the point.
The senatorial candidate is the incumbent governor.
Yes.
And we have GNS Party, who is also the flag bearer of the PDP in Plateau State. Do you see anything wrong in this?
I'm sure you, by now, you know what Plateau people are saying. It is totally condemnable, it is wrong, it is unfair, it is not right, and it is against the norms and principles of democracy. There is no internal democracy.
Why do you say so?
In the PDP constitution, as a lawyer, I will tell you outrightly that the PDP constitution provides for zoning, provides for consensus or election. When you flout this, then what do we call it? What do we call it? This has been flouted. And it is wrong for president or governor to be leader of the party while it is not in the constitution. The Second Republic, the party will always have the final say, not governor or president. President will go to the chairman of the party to hold party meeting. The same thing, governor should go to the house of the chairman or wherever the office is to hold meeting, not in government house. Not in government house. Like this morning I had another interview. I said, unfortunately, during Babangida's era, 2 parties were registered and sponsored by government. Okay. I think that was a major mistake in our political history. It was a mistake. They had their vision, they thought it was a way of reducing quarrels and all that, but it was a major mistake in the history of our country.
People have really condemned the process in the past where there was a PDP2, people opened different offices, but today we are having a reformed PDP group. Yes. Why do you subscribe to this?
We have identified a wrong, so that wrong has to be corrected, and it should start from somewhere. And I'm happy that we've started it in Plateau.
So this reform, where is it taking the party to?
It's taking the party to proper reform.
Explain that to us.
Okay. Now, I've explained to you that the party's leadership machinery was hijacked by the governor. And it's almost happening in other states, similarly. It is wrong. Does it mean that if I become governor today, then my family, my entire family, everybody will become governor? And you think it is right for the state? It's not correct. It's not correct. So somebody somehow, somewhere, should be able to say, what we are doing is wrong.
Okay, the national chairman of the PDP and that the campaign director now in the PDP for the GNS campaign have said, some of you left, that's why you are angry, the anger is just selfish. Is it actually for Plateau State?
How will it be selfish? But you know the reaction. You have seen their reaction. Attend rallies and see what is happening. Attend rallies in the Plateau State, you will notice that people are not happy with what is going on. The majority of people supporting APC now are members of PDP. Whether we like it or not, that is the truth. It means something is wrong. There's imposition. I am saying there is imposition. And so we need to correct it. It's not about running away from the party, but stay and correct what has what has gone wrong.
Okay, you are the chairman of the Reformed. How do you intend to start all this information?
Well, it starts from a small group and it grows wider and wider.
Would you invite the governor?
You know, we are not bringing out candidates now to contest for anything. We are still in PDP. All we are saying is that we should be heard that we are going through a wrong process. Either before or after the elections should be corrected. That is our focus. These things must be corrected.
What of Plateau people that have misunderstood you? What's your message to them?
Well, I'm appealing to them to come closer and understand where we are going. You cannot sit afar and be criticizing, or you vent your anger on the system that you are a part of. When I talk about corruption, it does not mean that some people are free from corrupt practices. You are either an accomplice or a beneficiary of corruption. It's a systemic problem. I'm not pointing an accusing finger on just one person or two persons. It's a systemic problem. So we must all together make effort to correct it.
Because I are the chairman of this group.
Yes.
Before we round up,
Yeah.
can you just tell us some names of those people who are already backing this reform process?
You know, if you look at our press document, the day we were inaugurated, on the 25th of this month, this magazine, this newspaper, leadership newspaper, carried all that we have. Some elders, the list of elders are there. Those who were played out in the primaries, governorship primaries, the 8 of them, 7 of them, their names are there, and some elders, prominent elders of this state, and myself inclusive. So we represent the gamut of the elders of Plateau State. It's not just a small group, but it's the chunk of the PDP. The chunk of the PDP that are venting their anger by leaving the party to other parties.